Animal Insurrection, written by Neil Benson, directed by Stephen Dinsdale, performed by Yasser Kayani and Olive Poppleton.
And now we turn to a remarkable story of an animal insurrection on these very shores as told by General Michael Mansfield.
The opening salvos were fired in the summer of '20 when a single seagull stole my chips.
An innocent event, but it seems with a sinister undertone.
The peaceniks in the government said it was merely a hungry bird scavenging for food, but I knew the wildlife of Britain was rising up with one goal: to overthrow Her Majesty's government.
For years, General Mansfield had been warning defence chiefs of the need to be vigilant against our animal population.
The warning signs had all been there. Herons had been fishing our waters for decades. Rabbits had built underground bases throughout the countryside, and pigeons were undertaking aerial reconnaissance of our cities.
Mansfield was a resourceful man and had a chap on the inside.
We always knew the cats were playing both sides, but I had Captain Ginger Whiskers, the most loyal and furry companion who brought me the latest intelligence.
But when General Mansfield took his information to the government, he was met with scepticism.
There was some good news. Ministers shot a few badgers, the upper classes were fighting a war of attrition with the foxes, and at least the royals were taking out some grouse.
Soon things began to escalate.
I discovered our greatest musicians were actually beetles: John, Paul, Zippy, and Bungle.
He found they had infiltrated our industry,
All major construction projects were run by cranes.
our sporting institutions,
The England football team was managed by 3 lions.
and
Our national summer sport was cricket, for crying out loud. Cricket!
General Mansfield heard some alarming news.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer was about to announce our surrender in a red box to a budgie.
It wasn't just that, though.
I had to act when I discovered the deer in our Richmond Park were enriching uranium.
General Mansfield quickly took matters into his own hands and tried to obtain Britain's nuclear codes.
I wasn't going to stand by while society was overthrown by trout, toads, and tits.
The general's plan nearly succeeded, but was undone by the unlikeliest of sources.
It was the dogs, you see. We thought we could trust them, but just as we had Captain Ginger Whiskers, they had Jessie, my Labrador.
Now General Mansfield is a virtual prisoner in his own home, guarded by Jessie, whom he has to feed, take for daily walks, and tell her she is a good girl.
She even sniffs my crotch to check for explosives. Truly, the nation has gone to the dogs.